Welcome to Maui, the second largest island in the state of Hawaii. If the balmy weather and aloha beach vibe don't seduce you, then this natural landscape absolutely will.
We're heading to Cliff House with some of the clearest water on the island, also known as the Bomb, place to snorkel according to some of the locals as well. We are sailing there on Trilogy. Now, this is one of the original operators on the island. Started in the 70s by a couple of brothers. They built their own boat, set sail all around the world, dropped anchor in Hawaii, fell in love with the place and a couple of local girls, and now here we are.
The business kicked off in the 70s with just one boat and has grown to a fleet of sailing catamarans, taking tourists like us to some of the best snorkeling spots on the island.
So what's so special about the West Maui coastline?
Well, the West Maui coastline is beautiful. We have these large mountains up ahead of us out here. It goes up to about 4,500, 5,500 feet, and we have nice white sand beaches.
But as beautiful as it is, it's not what's out here that we've come to see.
Todd, one of your shipmates, gave me this little appetizers menu about some of the stuff I can see under there. Like, what are some of the more common things underneath the boat right now?
So one of the biggest things that we'd like to see out there are the Hawaiian green sea turtles.
Yeah.
And the Hawaiian word for that's the honu. So the honu out here are very protected. So we get some of the largest Hawaiian green sea turtles out here, and they're actually feeding off the coral as well.
Are they friendly?
Yeah, they're very friendly.
Trilogy aim to offer an all-around experience, so as well as snorkeling and sightseeing, we've got some good old-fashioned Hawaiian hospitality.
You are putting on a barbecue lunch, I hear, as well.
I am having a good barbecue lunch.
Are you nervous doing that in front of Australians?
Sometimes. I mean, Australians, I heard you guys are pretty good at barbecue, but I think I'll hold my own.
Okay, good. I look forward to tasting that.
Not long after you dive into the deep blue, you'll spot your first green sea turtles, docile and friendly, just as Jason promised. The longer you look, the more you're going to find. It's not just the turtles, this is a little hidey hole of Hawaiian sea life.
Well, I ticked a few things off my appetizer list. I saw the parrotfish, the sea cucumber, and the magnificent green turtle. It is hungry work though, and I'm ready for some lunch. Whew. Well, Jason's barbecue spread sure stacks up. 4.5 stars, mighty fine. The free cocktails, good sign too.
Back on land, we're keeping the relaxed holiday vibe going, checking into one of Maui's most loved resorts.
You can't get much closer to Ka'anapali Beach than right here at Royal Lahaina. It's the original resort on Maui, which means they got first dibs on where to put it. The most beautiful stretch of coastline on the island.
Sprawled out over 11 hectares, the resort's 500 rooms are mostly housed within its 12-storey main tower. And of course, rooms with ocean views are the pick of the bunch. But for families and those after some green space outside their front door, they also have 2-storey cottages spread throughout the grounds. Being one of Maui's original resorts, the Royal Lahaina is renowned for its traditional Hawaiian ambience and its nightly luau's, arguably the best on the island.
You can't come to Hawaii without coming to a traditional Hawaiian luau. It's got everything. Leis, dancing, live music, coconut bras and grass skirts, all that stuff. But the most important tip I have for you is come ready to feast, because the food is unbelievable and it keeps coming and coming.
It really is a feast for all the senses. The luau dancers will take you through the Polynesian islands of Fiji, Tonga, New Zealand, Samoa, and of course, Hawaii. And if you're brave enough, or should I say stupid enough, you can join in on the action too. All the dancing may look simple, but I can now tell you from first-hand experience, it ain't.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your hula stars.